So we had another pretty successful direct in my opinion. It feels so weird because normally I do prediction videos for these Nintendo Directs and I didn't for this time. And I'm kind of glad I didn't because I have a lot to talk about with this one. Hi everybody, my name is Alex, aka Qualitea, and welcome back to the channel. Yeah, this Direct was nuts. It wasn't anything that I was expecting, but also I really didn't have a ton of expectations, to be honest. Since they announced it, or even since the rumors of a Direct coming soon were announced and circulating, I really didn't have any thoughts. Like, I feel very, very fortunate with the Switch because I've gotten almost everything that I could have ever wanted and more. So it's like, what else do I need? What else do I want to see? I mean, my favorite game of all time is getting a remake that's coming out this year. What else could I need? And this Direct gave me a lot more that I need and am going to spend money on. And I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. Now, even though I didn't do a predictions video, I do always stream Nintendo Directs live over at my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/quality_individual. And I'd love to have you there if you want to come join. We're doing a lot of fun stuff, and actually some of the things that I'm streaming relate to things that were announced in the Direct, which we'll get to later. So if you're curious though, why not come out and check us out on Twitch? It's a really, really fun time, and I love streaming just as much as I love making videos, so yeah, it's fun. But anyways, let's get into it. I've got my iPad, and it has the whole list of everything that was shown in no particular order, which will make editing this fun. So one personally exciting one, which we already knew about, but I always love to get more information on games I'm excited for too, WarioWare Move It, which this new trailer we got for it only reaffirms the idea that this is absolutely a sequel to Smooth Moves. The map looks the same, like it just, all of the movements, the motion controls, all kind of are just really reminiscent of Smooth Moves, which is one of my favorite WarioWares. So I am so excited for this game. So aside from the map and all the characters, some of the other things that were mentioned are just how many micro games the game has, but also that there are multiplayer modes where you can go head to head against one another. And that was my favorite part of Get It Together. So I'm really hoping that those kind of have the same energy as the one in that game, because Get It Together I don't think was bad. It's not my favorite WarioWare, but I really, really liked the multiplayer side of it. So I'm hoping that Move It is very similar in that regard. But still, I'm really, really, really excited for this one. Now, another interesting thing that isn't game related, but it kind of is the announcement of the Nintendo Museum, which, I mean, that's pretty cool. It's going to be completed in 2024, in March 2024, actually, I believe. And that's kind of cool. Like, I mean, it's just kind of another touristy thing to go see. And it's gonna have pieces from Nintendo's history, which I wonder if the Game Boy that was at the Nintendo store in New York is now going to be in that museum, because it's not at the store anymore. I wonder if they were like, actually we want to put that in the museum. I wonder, or it could have just died eventually. I guess, I don't know, but that's my guess. That's my big theory on this one. But still, I think it's a cool thing to go visit, and the fact that it's going to be done relatively soon is pretty cool. More non-video game announcements, but fun amiibo announcements. This was a big win for me. So we knew that Zelda and Ganondorf were coming from Tears of the Kingdom, and I believe that's sometime in November. And then the ones that I was super excited for, Noah and Mio from Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I need them both. I am so excited. People started to get worried that they were going to cancel the amiibo and not do them. I don't know why, but I got scared. So I'm really happy that they are for sure coming, and they look so cute. I love them. And the big one, the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate set of amiibo is finally going to be finished because we are officially getting Sora. I was in the camp of, I didn't know whether or not we were gonna get the Sora amiibo. Some people were saying, well, Disney has such a chokehold on their IPs that we're just not really sure. Like, I don't think they'd let it happen. But then others were like, but would Sakurai make a deal like that knowing he can't complete the amiibo set? Like, that doesn't seem like him. So I'm really, really, really happy that Sora is coming. I don't know if I'll pick him up. I haven't been collecting the Smash amiibos for a really, really long time. Even the ones that I like. I've been really far behind on the Fire Emblem ones. So I don't know, but I know a lot of people are really, really happy about that news. And now some fun RPG news for me. Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes has a release date. We're finally getting it. I remember when this game was first announced and being so excited and seeing the Kickstarter, and it looks really, 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 really good. So I'm so excited. It is officially coming out April 23rd, 2024, which sounds about right. It sounds about right from where I was expecting. And I didn't even recognize what game it was at first. When I was watching the Direct, I was like, this looks like something I'm gonna like, but I don't know what it is. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh, It looks really, really good. It looks really good. So I'm super excited. There's a blonde boy with a blue costume in it that seems like he has a dark brooding backstory, so it's the game for me, you know. I'm a simple woman. Now, another RPG that looks really, really interesting, Unicorn Overlords, which is a tactical RPG made by Atlas and VanillaWare. I saw the art and I was like, I am very intrigued in this. But yeah, this one seems really interesting. There are a lot of characters that you can use, so you have a lot of customization, it seems. And this game is coming out March 8th, which, again, not too long from where we're at now. It's weird to say that March isn't too far away from September, but still, that's pretty cool. So I'm definitely going to be picking this one up for sure. Continuing on with RPG news, we have Saga Emerald, which also looks really good. Now, I have not played any of the Saga games. I know, that's like a big offense, I feel. I actually almost bought like one of the collections not that long ago off of PlayAsia. I really want to. It's on the list. It's on the list of RPG series that I need to get to, which, hey, may or may not become a video at some point in time, wink, wink. Yeah, this one looks good. This looks so, so cool. And I don't know anything about the series, but just based on the art and the combat alone, it seems really, really interesting. So this trailer specifically showed off a lot of the different characters you can play as, and there's a big variety. You have like this mech opera singer. You have a dude that controls puppets. Like, I'm very intrigued. There was something in there that looked like my cat, so I'm also intrigued on that. I don't know, this one looks cool. This will definitely be something I'm gonna look into more, but let me know, should I play other games in the Saga series before this one? I really don't know, so I will take any info I can get. This next one is an interesting one that I had heard the name of the game it's remaking maybe 3 times in my life, but I think it's really cool that we're getting it. So we're getting Another Code Recollection, which is a collection of Trace Memory and its sequel, Another Code R. I've never played either game, but they seem really like adventure puzzle-y kind of games, so I feel like this is gonna be a big hit. And from what I can see here, I don't think the sequel ever came out in the US. I believe Trace Memory was around Wii DS era. It's a series I really need to look into because it looked really intriguing. I like the main character. I like the fact that there are puzzles. Like, it's very reminiscent of the games I used to grow up with playing on the PC. So I don't know, I think it's something worth checking out. And I really do appreciate when we get remakes of games that aren't overly popular. Obviously, I'm appreciative of the ones that are popular and that we want more people to play them, but something like this where it's a bit more niche, I'm really intrigued. It lets more people experience it, so I'm really excited about that one too. That's pretty cool. Got a little look at the final wave of Mario Kart 8 DLC, which is coming out this holiday, which I kind of expected. I figured based on the timeline before, it was gonna be the later half of this year. So far, as a course, we've seen Daisy Circuit from Mario Kart Wii, and we got our final 4 characters. We got Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, which was one I was really excited for, Peachette, and Pauline, which I think all 4 of them are pretty good. The only one I think I would have been okay swapping out was Peachette. I was still really voting for the Bumblebee Queen from Mario Galaxy, because I'm pretty sure she was in Mario Kart 7, so she had my vote. But hey, I'm okay. I'm happy we're finally getting Funky Kong back. I know he was a big popular one people really wanted, so I'm really happy with that. I'm excited to see what other tracks we have. Like, I don't even know what ones they could add, but I think Daisy's Circuit it's a pretty solid one for the first reveal. Nothing too crazy, nothing too excited. And I'm hoping we'll get some like original courses too. So fingers crossed on that one. I'm excited to learn more. A game coming out very soon, Detective Pikachu Returns. We got to look at some of the Pokemon that are going to help Detective Pikachu and Tim on their journey throughout the game. And we got like Luxray, who can use X-ray vision to look inside of rooms, Darmanitan, which I can't really remember what Darmanitan does. All I remember is Detective Pikachu like crammed into Darmanitan's head in the snow, and it was really cute. And there are a few others, but I think that's cool, like showcasing a little bit of it. I don't know if I'm gonna pick up Detective Pikachu, honestly. I never played the 3DS one. It's something I've been looking for my collection for a little bit. I just haven't found it in the wild, so I'm hoping to pick that up before I pick up the sequel. I don't know if I need the first one before the sequel, but that's just how I want to do it. So I think that's my plan, but I don't think this is going to be a day 1 pickup, but I think eventually, because it does look really cute. Now for some fun indie announcements. Dave the Diver is coming to Switch. I have not played Dave the Diver yet, but I know a lot of people are really into it. It seems like a really fun game. In Dave the Diver, you're somebody diving for fish during the day, so then you can turn it into delicious sushi in the night, which I think is just kind of a fun premise. I'm sure there's more to it than that, but it just seems really, really cool. And the art's really nice. So it is going to be on Nintendo Switch on October 26th. This next one I was overjoyed for because I got this game on PC a while ago. I talked about it in one of my haul videos and I love this game. Trombone Champ is out on Nintendo Switch today, and I think it's such a genius game to put on the Switch because of the motion controls that you can use, which there are multiple different control styles that you can use for playing on the Switch, which I think one of them has to do with moving your hand back and forth using the AR sensor. One of them is just using the Joy-Con. Like, it's so funny. And I don't know if this was in the PC version, but there's multiplayer. There's 4-person multiplayer, which is so funny. So I think I might have to rebuy this game on the Switch because I really love it on PC, but I feel like on Switch, it just turns it into like a crazy party game. So I might have to rebuy that one. There's a Eastward expansion that it looks actually like it turns the game Eastward into a farming game, which is kind of cute. I still haven't played Eastward. I really, really want to. It seems really nice. But this DLC just looks really cute, and apparently you can play the DLC without having played or completed the main game, which is kind of nice. So if you just like these characters and like the idea of the DLC, which is very tropical farming sim, then you can just go ahead and play it, which I think is really, really, really cool. Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 are being remastered, and this was pretty cool. I had, I think, Tomb Raider 1 and 2 on the PlayStation growing up, which I was pretty young then, but I have very distinct memories of Tomb Raider. So it's really, really nice that the 3 games are coming to the Switch, and my favorite thing, and I adore this when they do remakes of games, is in this remake, you can toggle between the original graphics and the new graphics, which I just really like. I'm very nostalgic for those polygonal PS1 graphics, so it made me really, really happy. And it's coming out Valentine's Day 2024, so what better Valentine's present could you ask for than Tomb Raider? Now this was one that was leaked. People have been talking about it for a while. Very highly anticipated, F-Zero 99. I'm really excited for this one. Like, I'm not the biggest F-Zero fan in the world, but I think a Battle Royale F-Zero is a great idea. This has been rumored for so long, and the fact that it's finally happening, I think is really, really awesome. It's out today, and I really, really, really want to try it out sometime, maybe before or after stream, we'll see, but I am just really happy that F-Zero is coming back in some way. I think it's a franchise that a lot can be done with. It's just the desire needs to be there. So I'm hoping that if a lot of people play F-Zero 99, it'll kind of show like, hey, we actually do kind of want this series back in some capacity. So I don't know, I'm really hopeful, but that was a really cool announcement to finally see. We also got another look at Splatoon 3 Side Order, the next part of the DLC, and I'm really intrigued. Aside from the very like dystopian kind of color palette, it seems like there's gonna be a cool story there. Not only that, but as the character was going through and shooting all of the enemies, there were points. So I'm like, is this like true FPS kind of situation now? Like, what's going on here? I'm really, really intrigued. I haven't played Splatoon 3 in a while, unfortunately, so I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up. I didn't pick up the first wave, but this is different because it contains a story and all of that, so maybe. We also have a character named Pearl, so I'm interested if this is the Pearl we know from Splatoon or if this is a different Pearl. But this Pearl's a robot, so like, I don't know. I have a lot of questions, but it was nice to get another little teaser on it for sure. And it's coming out spring 2024. So we have a few more very Nintendo-y announcements. Next, we have Mario vs. Donkey Kong Remake, which is coming out February 16th, 2024. So I never played any of the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games at all. I'd seen them in stores, but I just never thought about picking it up. It didn't seem like something I was super into. But this one might be my first try. They do seem like really cute puzzle games, and like, it's nothing too crazy, but I don't know, it was just kind of nice to see it all. But I don't know, I think it's a really good game for the Switch, especially just as a nice handheld game. It feels very much so like Captain Toad in that kind of area of Nintendo games, so it's always nice to have more of those. It's a pretty casual, easy to pick up and play kind of game, it seems. One of my personal favorite things we saw is more info on the Super Mario RPG remake, which Super Mario RPG is one of my favorite games of all time, and the fact that we're getting a remake still blows me away. Like, I can't believe I live in a world where that is happening. But this trailer was really nice. We finally got to find out what that little meter means, and I love what it does. So the core gameplay of Super Mario RPG is staying the same. It's still all timed action commands, which I'm so glad they didn't take that out. I was a little worried for a while. But now the gimmick is, depending on how well you time your button presses, it fills up this meter. And when that meter gets to 100%, you basically do this final Smash-esque move using the characters in your party to just demolish the enemies, which I think is so cool. It doesn't change the core gameplay all that much, but it just adds a nice fun bonus thing for you to do as well. Not only that, but it changes depending on the character you use. And I think that's so fun. That's so many different combinations. And I feel like it's a good way to encourage people that have already played the game to try with different characters to see all of these special moves. Like, I really like it. I think that's a really, really nice addition. And the game just continues to look gorgeous. Coming out November 17th. The day can't get here any sooner. I'm so excited. We also got a little look at Luigi's Mansion 2, which is funny that they dropped the Dark Moon subtitle. I wonder if it's just because Luigi's Mansion 3 didn't have a subtitle, so they just wanted to keep it Luigi's Mansion 1, 2, and 3 with no additional subtitles. I'm really curious on that, but that's my guess. But it looks good. I still haven't played Dark Moon, so I'm really excited for this to come to Switch. Then all we need is just a remake of the first, and we have all 3 of them on there, and that would be really, really nice, because the first one is my favorite. And it's coming out next summer, no specific date, but summer of 2024. Now, this was a very big one. We have a title and so much more information about the Princess Peach game, Princess Peach Showtime, which I just think is the cutest little name. I love the logo. It's very Sailor Moon-esque, which I think is so cool. So Princess Peach ends up going to this playhouse, this opera house, to see a play, and it gets taken over by an evil entity. I don't remember what the villain's name was or if they said it. So Peach has to go through all of these different plays and like retake the plays and save all of the patrons. I think that's so cute. And the gameplay changes drastically depending on what form Peach takes. So they showed off a sword fighting form, a baker form, a samurai-like kind of form. It was so cool. And you can see like it goes from a puzzle game to a cooking mini game to all these different things, which I think is just a perfect idea for a Peach game. Like, it just fits so well with the character, and I love the like staging of it all. It looks really, really, really cool. So I'm so excited for this game, and it's coming out a little sooner than I expected. We will get Princess Peach Showtime on March 22nd of 2024. And finally, we have the biggest announcement that took me by complete and utter surprise. I'll try to put a clip of my reaction in stream. Shit! I never would have expected! Oh my god! Though there might be quite a lot of curse words, I was so excited and so baffled. We are getting a remake of Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door. It's my favorite Paper Mario in the entire series. I adore that game. I'm playing a Google translated mod of it on my Twitch channel right now, and we're having a blast. I love that game. I love that game so much. And I had pushed out all hope that we would ever get a 1,000-Year Door remake. And I am so excited, and just, I can't believe that we're actually getting it on Switch. Physical copies for the GameCube version are so expensive, so it's gonna be really, really, really nice to have a more accessible way for people to play it. I cannot wait. Now, I feel like 1,000-Year Door is one of the most iconic games of all time, in my opinion, but I know a lot of people that still haven't played it, so I'm just so excited. It looks really good. It's still maintaining that beautiful Paper Mario style while adding some new lighting effects, some new colors. Like, it just looks so good. It looks so good. We don't have a specific date for it, but it is coming out in 2024, and I just can't believe it. I like, when I was thinking about what a last announcement could be for the Direct, I would never have picked 1,000-Year Door. Not because I didn't want it, I just didn't believe. And I am so happy I was wrong. I'm so happy I was wrong, because it looks great. Super Mario RPG and 1,000-Year Door on the Switch. I I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. So all in all, I thought this was a really, really nice Direct. There was a lot in there for everybody. Some people are saying this is Mario Direct Part 2, which I do kind of agree with, but also they're the Mario games that I like and wanted more info on, so I certainly can't complain. There were a few things I would have loved to see, like a new Fire Emblem game for sure, or just more RPGs, but we've had so many RPG heavy Directs, and I have so many RPGs in my backlog, why would I need any more than the ones we got shown today? But still, I'm just so excited. I can't believe we're getting 2 of my favorite games of all time on the same console. That's, wow, I can't believe it. So I want to hear your thoughts. What did you think of today's Direct? Were you super into it? Were you kind of or was this like your most hated Direct? And what was your favorite or least favorite announcement from the Direct as well? I'd love to know. But anyways, everybody, that's it for now. Thank you for watching another Nintendo Direct recap with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye! Boop.